If you're having a hard time engaging your glutes, this is the exercise for you. Now, the glute or hip bridge is one of the most common exercises I get my clients to do, but so many people do it wrong, or they're not getting the full benefit of it because they're not learning how to be able to truly engage. Now, the difference is most of the times when we think about driving the glutes up, we just think about going straight up and down, but you're not really thinking about what muscles you're trying to engage over here. So what I challenge you to do is first find a position that feels comfortable for you. I typically like to turn the toes pointing in slightly, just a little bit, so that the arches kind of like naturally lift. You want the toes in and the hips slightly open. All right, sorry about this angle. Now from here, keeping that hip open, hands at the side. And you want to find the right distance for your feet. So if you get kind of just hold 90 degrees here, see a 90-degree bend, and then just drop your feet down. That's typically the right distance. Try and relax your entire body down into the ground, soften that pelvis. And from here, keeping the same position from your toes and your hips, you're gonna just exhale and then just drive the hips up towards the roof. Now at this top position, what I want you to focus on is gently feeling that tuck within that pelvis. So you're gonna roll the tailbone under only at the top position. And then from here, feel your entire foot connecting to the ground. So all 5 toes and heels engage with the ground, so that tripod is still on. And now with that tucked pelvis, you want to feel your core just gently stabilize. You're not tensing and squeezing hard. You're just trying to see, the longer you hold this position, I challenge you to let go of tension, but just feel the engagement of the muscles. And so many times we think about having to over squeeze as hard as we can and tense the core and squeeze the quads and everything. I challenge you to actually to let go of that tension, but feel the engagement. So the longer you hold this position, I want you to almost just let go of the muscles on the outer sleeve, as in the muscles on the outer casing, like the outside quads, your neck, shoulders, even the feet, hips, but then just keep holding the shape and then soften your breath. And then the longer you hold, you'll probably start feeling deeper muscles start burning. And you're not squeezing harder, you're just holding and let going more without collapsing this space. So it's a very, very weird sensation that the longer you hold, you usually start feeling the muscles, let's say, closer to the bones of your body that wrap around the hips, the hamstrings, the inner thighs, and the deep muscles in the core probably start waking up. And if you don't feel it, just tell your brain to send intent there. If you just tell your body, okay, maybe send a gentle exhale down towards the lower belly a little bit more, sending more of a tuck towards that pelvis, but not overly squeezing, just letting go of that tension, but just feeling that shape. And then the more you let go, you'll start building more awareness of like where your body is able to send energy to. That is the most important part of understanding your body, is learning how to be able to let go into tension so you start feeling engagement. And this goes for almost any other exercise that you try and do. And so if you feel tension in the lower back, can you almost just tell the pelvis to be able to tuck and tell the muscles in the lower back to let go? So you're sending the energy and the awareness to the hamstrings, to the glutes, to the inner thighs to be able to do that work. So the better you get at doing this, it can be very, very relieving to places where we typically are aching, as in the lower back or the neck or the pelvis. And then you can feel those deeper core muscles actually starting to do the work, which is fantastic. Another variation I really like is to get the pelvic floor muscles to work a little bit more along with this too. And this is a frog pump hold. So exactly the same movement of the hip moving up, but this time we're gonna have the 2 feet pressed against each other like this. We wanna line all 5 toes and the heels to be able to press against each other like a butterfly. And we're gonna go into that exact same position, but from here, you're going to be pressing the feet against each other, and then as you push the feet against each other, you should feel your inner thighs start working. And as you're squeezing the feet, you're driving the bite up, the glutes up towards the ceiling. You're going to wrap the glutes around the tailbone. Keep pressing the feet against each other so the inner thighs are working. So the goal is to feel the glutes, the inner thighs, and the low belly work over here. And again, soften the breath. Allow your body to just sink and relax in this position so you start feeling those deeper muscle groups start working. And if you feel like you're tensing too hard, you're probably shaking a lot and you're literally just like gassing out, tell your body, hey, soften, keep that same amount of awareness in those muscles, but let go of that tension. And really, really cool things start happening. And so up to you, take 3 to 5 breaths, 10 breaths. It really just depends on how much you can hold this position by letting go. The more you let go, you can hold this position for longer and it'll actually start feeling better and better. But there should be no pain in these positions. If you are in pain, shift your body just a little bit and let go of more tension to see if you can actually allow that pain to dissipate a little bit more. These two are great movements to build glute awareness, core awareness, and also get the pelvic floor muscles to be able to start working a little bit more. And I'd say try it out and see what feels good to you, and then walk around a little bit and then see how your body feels after. If your body likes it, it's going to tell you. Feel free to share it in the comments on like how you feel. That was just a quick little tip today. Andy here from Movement Reborn. Have a good day. See you next time.